It starts with a twitch, then a jolt of pain that wakes you from sleep. Your calf tightens like a rope being pulled too tight. You try to stretch, you reach for the light, but it's too late. The cramp has taken over. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Leg cramps, especially at night, are one of the most common problems for adults over 60. They come suddenly, they hurt deeply, and worst of all, they keep coming back. You drink more water, you stretch before bed, you've even tried supplements, but the cramps still return. So what's really happening? As we age, our muscles lose key minerals, magnesium, potassium, zinc, and vitamin B1. These nutrients help your nerves and muscles stay calm. Without them, your muscles misfire. And that's when the pain strikes. But here's the good news. You don't need more pills. Nature has already given us the solution. And sometimes, the help it needs doesn't come in a bottle. It comes in a handful of simple natural foods you can add to your day without stress, without confusion. That's what this video is all about. We'll walk through 7 of the most powerful nuts and seeds that support your muscles, restore your minerals, and help you sleep through the night without fear of pain. And don't worry, you won't need fancy recipes or hard-to-find ingredients, just small changes that make a big difference. If that sounds helpful, go ahead and tap the subscribe button. This is Better Health, where we bring you simple science-backed tips made for seniors who want to stay strong naturally. Most seniors aren't getting enough of them. Not because they're doing anything wrong, but because the modern diet just doesn't deliver what aging muscles need. That's where nuts and seeds come in. These small foods are packed with big benefits. They're natural, nutrient-rich, and easy to add to your day. Some of them deliver more magnesium than a supplement without the side effects. Others provide healthy fats that support circulation or antioxidants that reduce inflammation in the legs. Each one has something special to offer. And when you know how to use them, you can turn your snack into a tool for strength and relief. So let's walk through the 7 best nuts and seeds to help prevent leg cramps, support muscle health, and keep you feeling strong from the ground up. 1. Almonds, the magnesium powerhouse. Small, simple, and packed with muscle-saving minerals. Let's begin with one of the most powerful and most overlooked cramp fighters in your kitchen, almonds. They're crunchy, they're tasty, and they're loaded with something your muscles are probably begging for. Magnesium. Why magnesium matters. Magnesium is the mineral that helps your muscles relax. Without enough of it, they tighten, spasm, or cramp, especially at night. And here's the catch. As you get older, your body becomes less efficient at absorbing magnesium. Add in medications, stress, or poor digestion, and you've got a recipe for painful cramps. That's why almonds are such a game changer. Just 1 handful helps. A small handful, around 23 almonds, gives you 20% of your daily magnesium needs. But that's not all almonds also provide. Vitamin E to improve blood flow. Calcium to support the signals between nerves and muscles. Healthy fats that reduce inflammation and protect your joints. All of this in one tiny snack. That's powerful. When and how to eat them. The best time to eat almonds. Late afternoon or evening when your magnesium levels may be dipping. This gives your body a gentle boost before bedtime, helping your legs stay calm through the night. Try this. Snack option. A handful of raw, unsalted almonds with water. Evening option. Almond butter on whole grain toast. And always chew them slowly. The goal isn't just to eat, it's to absorb. A few cautions. Almonds are healthy, but like anything, they're best in moderation. Stick to 1 handful per day. That's enough to get the benefits without excess calories. Also, choose unsalted almonds to avoid extra sodium. Avoid sweetened or flavored versions. If you have kidney issues, talk to your doctor before adding nuts regularly. The takeaway. If you want a natural way to ease muscle tension, support your circulation, and prevent those frustrating nighttime cramps, start with almonds. They're simple, they're accessible, And they deliver results that pills often promise without the side effects. Next time you're hungry, skip the chips and reach for a handful of strength. 2 pumpkin seeds, the zinc and magnesium combo. Tiny seeds with big power for tired legs. If you've never paid much attention to pumpkin seeds, this might surprise you. Because these little green seeds, also called pepitas, are among the most concentrated sources of magnesium you can eat. And that's not all. They also contain a unique combination of minerals that help your muscles work smoothly and recover faster. Why they work? Just 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds, about 2 tablespoons, gives you nearly 40% of your daily magnesium needs. That's almost double what almonds provide. Magnesium helps your muscles relax, but pumpkin seeds go further. They also contain zinc, which helps with nerve signaling, and iron, which keeps oxygen flowing to your muscles. Even better, they contain tryptophan, an amino acid that promotes sleep. And good sleep is key to preventing cramps. Because when your sleep is poor, your muscles don't get the time they need to recover. How to add them to your day? Pumpkin seeds are one of the easiest foods to enjoy. You can sprinkle them on oatmeal, yogurt, salads, soups, or just eat a small handful as a crunchy snack. To maximize absorption, choose roasted but unsalted seeds. The roasting makes nutrients more available, but too much salt can work against your cramp relief. Ideal time to eat. For most people, the best time to eat pumpkin seeds is in the late afternoon or with dinner. This gives your body time to absorb the magnesium and use it while you sleep. If leg cramps tend to hit at night, try having a spoonful of pumpkin seeds with a cup of warm water about 1 hour before bed. What to watch out for? Pumpkin seeds are safe for most people. But if you have digestive issues, start with a small amount and chew thoroughly. They're high in fiber and fat, which is great for your heart, but too much at once may upset sensitive stomachs. Also, watch the calories. 2 tablespoons contain about 150 calories. So again, moderation is key. Why they belong in your routine. Pumpkin seeds are small but mighty. They provide the magnesium your muscles crave, the zinc your nerves rely on, and the sleep support your body needs to heal overnight. If you've been waking up with cramps or just feeling like your legs are always tired, add a spoonful of these seeds to your evening routine. It's a simple habit that could bring powerful relief. 3 sunflower seeds, the vitamin B1 booster. Small seeds that protect your nerves and stop cramps at the source. You've probably seen sunflower seeds at ball games or in trail mix. But did you know they can help stop painful leg cramps? The secret lies in a powerful nutrient that most seniors are missing. Vitamin B1, also called thiamine. This vitamin plays a vital role in how your muscles and nerves work together. Why vitamin B1 matters? Every time you move, your brain sends a signal through your nerves to your muscles. Vitamin B1 helps carry that signal. Without enough of it, those signals become weak or irregular, which can cause twitching spasms or full-blown cramps. Many older adults are low in B1. This can be due to age medications, alcohol, or poor absorption. The result? Muscles that contract when they shouldn't, and legs that hurt when they should be resting. That's where sunflower seeds come in. Nutritional highlights. 1 ounce of sunflower seeds, about a small handful, gives you over 25% of your daily vitamin B1 needs. They also provide magnesium, selenium, vitamin E, healthy fats that fight inflammation. All of these work together to keep your muscles calm, your blood vessels open, and your nerves functioning properly. How to use them. Sunflower seeds are versatile and easy to eat. You can add them to oatmeal or yogurt, sprinkle on salads or soups, mix into homemade granola. Enjoy a small handful as a crunchy snack. Make sure to choose unsalted and hulled seeds. That means the hard shell has already been removed. If possible, go for dry roasted versions without added oils. When to eat them? You can eat sunflower seeds any time of day, but for leg cramp prevention, many people find them helpful with lunch or in the early evening. This gives your body time to absorb the vitamin B1 and use it before bedtime when cramps often strike. If you prefer a softer option, you can also try sunflower seed butter on toast or crackers. Cautions and tips. Sunflower seeds are safe for most people, but they are calorie-dense, so moderation matters. Stick to one small handful per day. Also, if you have a history of high phosphorus levels or kidney issues, check with your doctor first. And remember, these seeds are part of a broader approach. They work best when paired with hydration, stretching, and a mineral-rich diet. The bottom line: sunflower seeds aren't just a snack. They're a natural source of nerve support, muscle control, and inflammation relief. If you've been waking up with sharp cramps or struggling with twitchy, restless legs, adding a spoonful of these seeds could make all the difference. 4 chia seeds, the hydration helper. Tiny seeds that hold water and help your muscles relax. Chia seeds may be small, but when it comes to fighting leg cramps, they offer something unique that most other foods don't: hydration support. That's right. Sometimes cramps aren't just about mineral loss, they're also about water. When your muscles are dehydrated, they become tight-strained and more likely to cramp, especially during the night. Chia seeds help prevent that. How they work. Chia seeds are special because they absorb up to 10 times their weight in water. When soaked, they form a soft, gel-like texture. When you eat them, that gel holds onto moisture inside your digestive tract, helping your body stay hydrated for longer. For seniors, that's incredibly important. As we age, our thirst response weakens, so it's easy to become dehydrated without even realizing it. By adding chia seeds to your routine, you're not just getting nutrients, you're creating a natural water reserve in your body. Nutritional benefits. Chia seeds provide magnesium, potassium, calcium, omega-3 fatty acids, fiber and antioxidants. All of these support healthy muscles, joints, and blood flow, but their standout feature is hydration, a key factor in preventing nighttime cramps. How to use them. The best way to eat chia seeds. Let them soak first. Here are a few easy ideas. Add 1 tablespoon to a glass of water or juice. Let sit 10 minutes, then drink. Mix into overnight oats, smoothies, or yogurt. Stir into almond milk and leave in the fridge overnight to make chia pudding. Letting them soak makes them easier to digest and activates their hydrating power. When to eat them. For leg cramp prevention, chia seeds work best when eaten in the morning or early afternoon. This gives your body hydration support throughout the day and keeps muscles calm and flexible by evening. Some people also take a small spoonful before bedtime, especially if they tend to cramp at night. Things to keep in mind. Chia seeds are safe for most people, but be sure to drink plenty of water with them, especially if you eat them dry. If you have swallowing issues or trouble digesting seeds, always soak them first. And like other seeds, they're calorie-dense. Stick to 1 to 2 tablespoons per day. Why they matter. If your leg cramps are related to dehydration, which is more common than most people think, chia seeds could be the missing piece. They're easy to add, gentle on digestion, and a natural way to hold on to water, exactly what your muscles need to stay cramp-free. 5 cashews, the gentle magnesium source. Soft, creamy, and kind to sensitive digestion. If almonds feel too hard and other nuts upset your stomach, cashews might be the perfect choice. They're softer, easier to chew, and still packed with muscle-loving nutrients, especially magnesium. Magnesium without the bite. Magnesium is one of the most important minerals for preventing muscle cramps. It helps your muscles relax after each contraction. Cashews offer a gentler way to get this mineral, especially if you have trouble with harder or more fibrous nuts. Just 1 ounce, about 16 to 18 cashews, gives you nearly 80 milligrams of magnesium. That's enough to support your daily needs when combined with other foods in your routine. More than just magnesium. Cashews also provide zinc, supports nerve health. Iron helps carry oxygen to your muscles. Copper needed for strong connective tissue. Healthy fats, good for your heart and joints. They also contain a bit of tryptophan, which may promote better sleep, something every cramp-prone senior needs. How to eat cashews. Cashews are incredibly versatile and easy on the teeth. Try these simple options. A small handful as a midday snack. Blended into smoothies for a creamy texture. Mixed into rice dishes, stir-fries, or salads. Cashew butter spread on toast or crackers. Be sure to choose unsalted and dry-roasted cashews to avoid excess sodium or added oils. When to eat them. Cashews are best eaten in the afternoon or with dinner. This timing helps build your mineral levels before you head to bed when cramps often strike. They're also a good pre-bed option if you need something soft, light, and satisfying. Who should be careful? Cashews are generally safe, but they're higher in oxalates than some other nuts. If you've had kidney stones, check with your doctor first. Also, they're a bit higher in carbs than almonds or walnuts, so if you're managing blood sugar, stick to small portions. Why cashews belong in your toolkit? Not all seniors can digest rough, crunchy foods. That's why cashews are such a helpful option. They're creamy, gentle, and full of the minerals your muscles and nerves depend on. If you've struggled to get enough magnesium from diet or supplements, cashews may offer the softest solution with none of the discomfort. When your legs need support, but your stomach needs something easy, cashews may be just right. 6 flax seeds, the omega relaxer. A tiny seed that eases tension from the inside out. If your muscles feel tight, your joints feel stiff, and your legs cramp even after rest, your body may be missing something deeper. Not just minerals, but essential fats that reduce inflammation and help your muscles relax. That's where flax seeds come in. Why flax seeds work? Flax seeds are one of the best plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically ALA, alpha-linolenic acid. These healthy fats help reduce muscle inflammation, improve blood flow, and support nerve function. In other words, they help your body do what it already knows how to do, but more smoothly, more gently, and with less pain. Flax seeds also contain magnesium, fiber, lignans, powerful plant compounds with antioxidant effects, B vitamins for energy and nerve repair. Together, these nutrients make flax seeds a quiet but powerful tool for preventing leg cramps. How to use flax seeds. Unlike almonds or cashews, flax seeds should not be eaten whole. Your body can't break them down that way. Instead, use ground flax seed, often called flax meal. Here's how to enjoy them. Add 1 tablespoon to oatmeal yogurt or smoothies. Mix into pancake batter or muffin recipes. Stir into soups, stews, or casseroles. Blend into nut butters or protein shakes. They have a mild, nutty flavor and don't change the taste of most foods. When to eat them? Flax seeds can be eaten any time of day, but for leg cramp prevention, many people prefer them in the morning. Starting your day with flax provides steady anti-inflammatory support plus fiber that helps regulate digestion and blood sugar, both of which influence cramping risk. Cautions and tips. Because flax seeds are high in fiber, start with small amounts and drink extra water. Too much too quickly can cause bloating or gas, especially in sensitive stomachs. Stick to 1 tablespoon per day ground and keep it in the fridge for freshness. Also, if you take blood thinners or have hormone-sensitive conditions, check with your doctor, as flax seeds have mild estrogen-like properties due to lignans. Why they're worth adding. Flax seeds don't just support your muscles. They support your whole body from joints and nerves to digestion and blood vessels. If your cramps are linked to stiffness, inflammation, or poor circulation, flax could be part of the answer. They're small, they're affordable, and just 1 spoonful a day can help your muscles move with greater ease. Sometimes the biggest relief comes from the smallest changes. 7 walnuts, the brain and muscle friend. The nut that feeds your nerves, mind, and muscles at the same time. If your legs cramp at night and your mind feels foggy during the day, You might need more than minerals. You might need support for your nerves and brain, two systems that work closely with your muscles. That's where walnuts can help. Why walnuts are different? Walnuts are one of the best plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically ALA, the same anti-inflammatory fat found in flax seeds. But walnuts go further. They also contain vitamin B6, supports nerve communication. Copper helps produce energy in muscle cells. Melatonin, a natural sleep hormone. Polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that fight cellular stress. All of this makes walnuts unique. They don't just help with muscle recovery. They also promote better sleep and brain clarity, both of which are essential for seniors dealing with cramps. Because here's the truth. When your brain and nerves are tired, your muscles can't function properly. Walnuts help bring those systems back into balance. How to add walnuts to your day. Walnuts are softer than many other nuts, making them easier to chew, especially if you have dental concerns. Here are a few simple ways to use them. Add to oatmeal cereal or Greek yogurt. Mix into salads or cooked vegetables. Blend into smoothies for a creamy texture. Eat a small handful before bed with herbal tea. Aim for 5 to 7 walnut halves per day, enough to get benefits without adding too many calories. When to eat walnuts? Walnuts are especially helpful in the evening because their natural melatonin content may improve your sleep quality. And better sleep means less stress on your muscles overnight, reducing the chance of cramps waking you up. Cautions and tips. Walnuts are generally well tolerated, but they are calorie-dense, so portion control matters. Also, keep them in a sealed container in the fridge or freezer. Their healthy oils can go rancid if left in a warm place too long. If you have a nut allergy, skip them or talk to your doctor before trying new varieties. Why walnuts are a smart addition. If you want a cramp-fighting food that also supports your mind, memory, and mood, walnuts offer a unique combination. They help your nervous system run smoothly, reduce muscle inflammation, and encourage deeper, more restful sleep. That's not just good for your legs, it's good for your entire body. Sometimes the best way to relax your muscles starts with calming your brain, and walnuts help you do both. 1. Eggs, the signal restorer. Margaret, 74, had always been sharp, independent, and full of routine. She made her bed every morning, brewed her favorite black coffee, boiled 2 eggs, and ate them while reading the paper. It was simple, familiar, comfortable, until the cramps started. It began as tightness behind her knee after gardening. Then, one night, her calf locked while she was brushing her teeth. The pain was so sharp, she had to grab the bathroom counter just to stay upright. Her doctor ruled out anything serious. Probably dehydration, he said. Stretch more. So she drank more water, stretched, slept with a pillow under her knees. Still the cramps kept coming. But one day, her neighbor mentioned something simple she'd never considered. Margaret, do you eat enough protein? Enough B12? That's when she looked at her plate differently. That's when she returned to something her body had always trusted, the egg. Why eggs matter. As we age, our muscles naturally lose mass. That loss, called sarcopenia, can start in our 50s and speed up in our 60s and 70s. When you lose muscle, your legs feel weaker. Stairs get harder. Getting out of a chair feels like lifting weights, and your balance becomes fragile. Eggs are one of the few foods that provide complete protein, all the essential amino acids your muscles need to repair, rebuild, and stay strong. But eggs do more than feed muscles. They also support your nervous system, which is often the hidden cause of muscle cramps. Each egg contains vitamin B12, which protects the covering around your nerves, choline, which helps nerves send signals to your muscles, vitamin D, which works with calcium to support bone and muscle function, lutein, an antioxidant that reduces inflammation. For seniors, these nutrients don't just help muscles work. They help the brain and body communicate clearly. Think of your nerves like telephone wires. If those wires are frayed or underpowered, the messages get scrambled. One moment your brain tells your calf to relax, but the message doesn't arrive in time. The result? A sudden cramp. Eggs help restore that connection. They help the signal reach the muscle before it misfires. The cholesterol myth. Many seniors still worry about eating eggs because of cholesterol. That was the advice 30 years ago, but science has changed. We now know that dietary cholesterol doesn't raise blood cholesterol for most people. In fact, eating an egg a day is safe and even helpful for healthy older adults. If you still want to be cautious, you can try this. Eat 1 whole egg for the yolk's nutrients. Add 2 egg whites for more protein, less fat. This combination gives your body what it needs without the worry. When to eat eggs? Eggs are one of the most flexible foods you can eat, especially for leg strength. Best times: morning. Your muscles are coming out of a fasting state. A protein-rich breakfast helps rebuild what was lost overnight. Evening. Light scrambled eggs or a soft-boiled egg before bed helps calm the nervous system and reduce nighttime cramping. Easy ways to eat more eggs. Hard-boiled with a pinch of sea salt. Scrambled with spinach or bell peppers. Baked in muffin tins with chopped veggies and cheese. Poached over whole grain toast with avocado. Deviled eggs made with plain Greek yogurt instead of mayonnaise. If chewing is difficult, try soft-boiled or lightly scrambled eggs. They're easy to digest and gentle on aging teeth and gums. Pair your eggs with anti-inflammatory herbs like turmeric or black pepper for added benefit. And if you're taking medications or have dietary restrictions, ask your doctor. But for most older adults, eggs are a safe, nourishing option. The hidden deficiency. Many seniors walk around with undiagnosed B12 deficiency. The symptoms are often brushed off: tingling or numbness in the feet, trouble balancing, weakness in the legs, memory fog or fatigue. B12 is found mostly in animal products, and eggs are one of the easiest sources to absorb. And since our bodies absorb less B12 with age, it becomes even more important to get it from food daily. Eggs help fill that gap without needing a prescription. A simple food. A powerful result. Think about it this way. You can't rebuild a house without bricks. You can't power a light without a wire. And you can't restore strong, cramp-free legs without giving your body the tools it's asking for. Eggs are small, yes, but they carry exactly what older bodies need. Muscle support, nerve clarity, steady energy, and comfort in every bite. They're affordable, they're familiar, and they work. So the next time you open the fridge, don't overlook that carton on the side. Inside might be the simplest way to get back what your legs have been missing. 2. Bananas, the gentle muscle healer. Frank, 72, had always prided himself on staying active. He walked the same mile loop around his neighborhood every morning, nodded to neighbors, fed the ducks, stopped for a chat at the corner mailbox. But lately that loop had become shorter. His legs ached. His calves would tighten halfway through. And at night, the real pain began. Cramps. Sharp, unforgiving. Enough to make him sit up in bed and rub his leg for 20 minutes before he could lie back down. His doctor mentioned potassium. Frank thought potassium isn't that just in bananas. Turns out, it is. And for Frank, that one simple fruit made all the difference. Why bananas matter? Bananas are rich in potassium, a mineral that plays a key role in muscle contractions. Your muscles contract and relax thanks to signals sent by your nervous system. Those signals depend on having the right balance of electrolytes, especially potassium and magnesium. When potassium is too low, the signal gets disrupted. Your muscle doesn't relax when it's supposed to. And that's when a cramp strikes. Think of potassium like a stoplight for your muscles. When it's missing, the signal just keeps going, and your leg gets stuck. What else is inside a banana more than just potassium? Bananas also offer magnesium, helps calm muscle tension. Vitamin B6 supports nerve communication. Natural sugars provide gentle, steady energy. Fiber aids digestion and nutrient absorption. For seniors, Bananas are one of the easiest and most complete muscle recovery foods you can find. No peeling, no cooking, no cleanup. Bananas and older adults. A perfect fit. As we age, several things happen. Kidneys may struggle to retain potassium. Diuretics or blood pressure meds may flush it out. Loss of appetite or chewing difficulty reduces intake. And muscle cells become more sensitive to imbalances. All of this makes seniors more likely to be deficient and more likely to cramp even from simple movements like standing up or rolling over in bed. That's where bananas step in gentle, affordable, portable, and tailored to an aging body's needs. When to eat bananas for best results. Bananas can be eaten anytime, but for muscle health timing matters. Morning, a banana at breakfast replenishes overnight loss and starts your muscles off strong. Midday snack. Paired with protein or healthy fat bananas, keep energy levels even and support leg endurance. Evening bananas contain a small amount of tryptophan, an amino acid that supports better sleep, ideal for seniors who cramp at night. How to choose the right banana. Not all bananas are created equal. Green bananas, high in resistant starch, low sugar, harder to digest. Overripe bananas, sweeter, but may spike blood sugar too quickly. Best choice, ripe, but still firm bananas, yellow with small brown freckles. These contain balanced sugar, more soluble fiber, easier digestibility for older stomachs, and they won't spike blood sugar like an overripe one might. Easy ways to eat more bananas. Slice over oatmeal with a sprinkle of cinnamon. Blend into a smoothie with almond milk and spinach. Mash into Greek yogurt with chia seeds for texture. Serve with a spoonful of peanut butter as an afternoon pick-me-up. Freeze and blend into a sugar-free, nice cream dessert. If you struggle with chewing, bananas are soft and easy. If you want to feel full longer, pair them with protein or fiber-rich foods. And if you're craving something sweet before bed, half a banana is a perfect way to nourish your muscles without disturbing your sleep. Should anyone be careful? Bananas are safe for most seniors, but certain health conditions call for caution. Chronic kidney disease. Too much potassium can be harmful if kidneys can't regulate it. Ask your doctor first. Diabetes bananas have natural sugar. Choose less ripe ones and pair with fat or protein to reduce spikes. Potassium-sparing medications. If you're taking drugs that retain potassium, monitor your levels to avoid excess. But again, for the average senior with mild leg cramping, bananas are not only safe, they're smart. Bananas versus supplements. Some seniors try potassium supplements, but these can be tricky. Too much potassium at once can be dangerous. Supplements often don't absorb well, and they don't come with magnesium B6 or fiber, all of which work together in a banana. Bananas are nature's formula, balanced, complete, and trusted. And unlike pills, they don't feel like medicine. They feel like nourishment. What Frank discovered. After adding one banana each morning to his oatmeal, Frank noticed something. The cramps didn't vanish overnight, but within 5 days they got less intense. By week 2, they were gone. His walk felt lighter. His sleep came easier. And he didn't fear bedtime anymore. No prescriptions, no changes in medication. Just one quiet fruit doing its work behind the scenes. A quiet hero on your kitchen counter. Bananas won't shout. They don't come with claims or colorful labels, but they do come with everything your muscles need to stay relaxed, responsive, and strong. When your legs cramp, they're asking for something. Sometimes the answer isn't complicated. Sometimes it's sitting in the fruit bowl, waiting for you to remember its power. So next time you're reaching for a snack, choose the one that gives back. Choose the banana. 3. Spinach, the blood flow fixer. Diane had always been the type to keep moving. Even after turning 75, she still planted flowers in her yard, folded laundry, standing up, and took short walks after dinner. But over the past year, she started noticing something strange. Her legs felt slower. Not weaker, just heavier. And every time she sat down too long, she'd get a cold, tingling feeling in her feet. At night, that sensation would turn into cramping, especially if she'd been on her feet that day. She assumed it was poor circulation, but didn't know what to do about it. Compression socks helped. So did elevating her legs. But the turning point came when her daughter brought her groceries one Sunday and included a big bag of spinach. "Mom," she said, "I read that spinach can help blood flow. Let's try adding it to dinner this week." Diane agreed. Within 2 weeks, the difference was clear. Why circulation matters. When your legs cramp, it's not always because of tired muscles. Sometimes it's because your blood isn't getting where it needs to go. Healthy blood flow delivers oxygen and nutrients to your muscles. Without that steady delivery, your muscles feel starved, and they respond with tension spasms or full-on cramps. This problem gets worse at night when blood naturally flows more slowly. For older adults, circulation can suffer due to less active lifestyles, stiffer blood vessels, lower nitric oxide levels in the body, and even certain medications. That's where spinach makes its entrance. The nitric oxide boost spinach is rich in nitrates natural compounds that the body converts into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide helps relax and widen blood vessels, making it easier for blood to move through your arteries and reach the lower parts of your body. For someone like Diane, who was dealing with tired, cold legs and nighttime cramps, this meant more oxygen reaching her muscles and fewer cramps interrupting her rest. It's like turning narrow, clogged alleyways into wide, smooth highways so your blood can deliver the supplies your legs need on time. Nutrients that support your legs. Spinach isn't just about nitrates. It also contains magnesium, relaxes muscles, reduces cramping. Potassium, supports muscle function and nerve communication. Iron, helps red blood cells carry oxygen. Vitamin K, supports blood vessel health and bone strength. Vitamin C, aids in iron absorption and collagen production. This is why spinach is so powerful for older adults. It doesn't just support one system, it supports several at once. It strengthens the circulatory system. It relaxes overworked muscles. It even helps bones and nerves work in harmony. When to eat. Spinach can be eaten any time of day, and unlike some health foods, it doesn't require fancy preparation. Here are some optimal times. Lunch. A spinach salad with olive oil and boiled eggs delivers protein-healthy fat and circulation-boosting nitrates. Dinner cooked spinach alongside grilled chicken or salmon adds fiber and magnesium, a great combination to prevent nighttime cramps. Evening snack. A small bowl of spinach soup before bed is easy on digestion and supports blood flow during sleep. Smoothie blending raw spinach into a banana almond milk smoothie helps combine potassium and nitrates for all-day support. Cooked or raw, which is better? Both forms are good. Each offers different benefits. Raw spinach, higher in folate and vitamin C. Best when blended into smoothies or served fresh in salads. Cooked spinach, easier to digest, releases more iron and calcium. Great for seniors with chewing or digestion issues. A balanced routine might include raw spinach in the morning and cooked in the evening. If you struggle with bloating or gas-cooked spinach is usually gentler. How to make spinach taste better. Let's face it, not everyone grew up liking spinach, but it doesn't have to be bland. Try these senior-friendly combinations. Sauté with garlic and olive oil. Mix into scrambled eggs or omelets. Add to soups or stews for texture. Stir into pasta or casseroles near the end of cooking. Top with lemon juice to enhance iron absorption and flavor. You can even blend spinach into pancake batter or muffins. It disappears into the mix and adds nutrition without altering taste. Who should be careful? Spinach is safe for most people, but a few precautions apply. Kidney stones. Spinach is high in oxalates. If you've had calcium oxalate stones, ask your doctor before eating large amounts. Blood thinners. Spinach contains vitamin K, which affects clotting. If you're on warfarin, Keep your spinach intake consistent. Not too much one day, too little the next. Iron overload. If you have hemochromatosis, too much iron, monitor your total intake, though spinach contains non-heme iron, which is less absorbable than animal sources. Overall, for most older adults, spinach is a smart, safe addition to the plate. What Diane learned. After 2 weeks of including spinach in her lunch or dinner each day, Diane noticed she could walk longer without her legs feeling heavy. Her feet didn't get as cold at night, and the cramps that used to wake her up were nearly gone. Her doctor was impressed. And Diane, she felt more confident, less stiff, and more in control of her evenings. It wasn't a magic pill. It was just food doing what food is meant to do: heal, nourish, restore. A green that quietly works, spinach, may not have the flash of exotic superfoods, but it's been quietly serving Americans for generations, from wartime gardens to cafeteria trays, and now to the dinner plates of those wanting to walk stronger, sleep better, and cramp less. It doesn't take much. A few handfuls a day, a bit of consistency, and a willingness to give your legs what they've been missing. Because when your blood flows freely, your muscles breathe again. They stretch instead of seize. They support instead of collapse. That's the spinach difference. So if it's been missing from your plate lately, it might be time to bring it back. Your legs will feel the difference. And you'll know deep down that you're no longer ignoring what they've been asking for. Strong legs aren't built by chance. They're built by choice. Now that we've looked closely at these 3 foods, eggs, bananas, and spinach, you might be asking, is it really that simple? The answer, not overnight. But yes, it's simple. Because every strong step you take, every night you sleep without pain, every moment you stand without fear of falling, is built on choices. Small ones, daily ones, the kind that most people ignore. But you don't have to ignore them anymore. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. Eggs rebuild your muscle strength and restore the signal between brain and body. They're not just food, they're a message from your nervous system saying, thank you. Bananas provide the minerals your muscles crave: potassium and magnesium, gently healing what stress, medication, or age may have worn down. Spinach sends blood where it's needed most. It clears the path for oxygen to reach your legs so your muscles can move, not lock up in pain. Each food works in its own way, but together they form a kind of invisible support system that keeps your legs steady, your balance intact, and your confidence growing. But let's also be honest. What happens when one of these foods is missing? You might be eating protein but still feel tingling in your toes. You might take a multivitamin but still wake up from leg cramps. You might stretch, drink water, rest, but still feel like something's missing. That something could be nutritional balance. The human body isn't a machine you fix once. It's a living system that asks for your care every day. And it speaks through warning signs. The cramp that hits when you least expect it. The unsteadiness when you rise too fast. The sore calves after a short walk. None of this means you're broken. It just means your body is waiting for you to listen. And now you have something powerful you didn't have before: clarity. So take a quiet moment and ask yourself, do you eat eggs regularly? Do you grab bananas when you shop or pass them by? Is spinach something you cook or something you avoid? The answers aren't judgment. They're information. And information is power, especially when it comes to protecting your legs, your sleep, your independence. Because at this stage of life, strength isn't built by pushing harder. It's built by choosing wiser. And today you've taken that step. Your legs may not feel stronger yet, but they will. Meal by meal. Choice by choice. With every bite that supports the body you still depend on, and the life you still deserve to live fully. The legs you stand on today have carried you through a lifetime. Before we end this video, I want to speak to you not just as a voice, but as someone who understands what you're going through. Because I've seen it. Strong minds, brave spirits, caring souls, all slowed down by legs that no longer respond the way they used to. Not because they didn't care, not because they didn't try, but because no one ever told them what to feed those legs, what to give them, how to keep them strong. So if you've been feeling frustrated waking up from cramps, struggling to stay steady on your feet, or simply missing the days when you moved without effort, please know this. It's not too late. Your body hasn't given up on you, and neither should you. Those legs you're standing on, they've carried you through joy and hardship. They've walked you through weddings, losses, milestones, ordinary mornings. They deserve more than neglect. They deserve nourishment, care, support. And you can give that to them, not with pills, not with fear, but with food, with clarity, with love. So if something in this video spoke to you, if even one part made you feel seen or understood, here's what you can do. Share your story. In the comments below, tell us, what food will you start with this week? Eggs, bananas, spinach, all three. You never know who might read your words and feel less alone. Like this video if you feel more informed, more hopeful, or simply ready to take one small step. And subscribe to Better Health, because this is just the beginning. In our next video, we'll talk about something nearly 80% of seniors are missing, a vitamin so crucial to leg strength and nerve health, yet so often ignored. Don't miss it. And until then, take care of your legs, because they've taken care of you for a very long time.